Ladies and gentlemen, it is tournament point. Denial can totally win this entire thing and walk away with $1,000 if they can come through with a victory here on the Battle of Kylo. But of course they have to go through Sync, the North American champions, and that is not an easy task.
No, it is not indeed.
Alright, so before we get into this this next game, guys, don't forget to go ahead and tweet at us with the hashtag MLG, hashtag Denial, or hashtag Sync for whoever you support. But we're about to go into Game 3 here on Kylo, Shawn. It's going to be... the games we see on this map are always super close. What do you think is going to come out of this?
Last time we saw Denial play on this map, they did extremely well. Helseth and Vanish able to kind of rotate on the catapult right there. They have a ton of mobility. So with the Mesmer portal, you're able to get those repair kits extremely quick, repair it, and just keep on trebbing. Sync obviously doesn't have that, but they do have all those spirits. One thing about this map, though, is the catapults can counter spirits, especially if both rangers are together. Both rangers are together, have all their spirits out, and one catapult shot hits, you pretty much just wiped every single one of their spirits. So Sync is going to have to be really careful on this map. If they split out, try and focus more on sides, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
That's right, Shawn. We're just waiting on the players to ready up right now. Everything's going to start coming in, and I think that this is going to be a really close game. I've got that feeling. We're going to see, I think, the Spirit Rangers split up a little bit because they can't afford to have the spirits be so concentrated, and especially in a confined space like the middle point here, like with the kill box as I call it. I don't think you really need to have two Spirit Rangers there.
Yeah, and it's a little different now too, because before, actually no, they are back on it for this map. Both Twerp and Vendetta are on that short bow. We don't have any double melee rangers. They're both on that short bow. Vendetta running Carrion and Twerp on Rabbit. So Twerp going to be probably on home point where Vendetta's roaming around. That's usually what we're seeing. But if they both want to roam around, they have that short bow. They can kind of kite people from range, and that's what we saw a lot of during the NA qualifiers for PAX.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be, I hope it's not a repeat of that, but we're going to see Da Vinci and the rest of Sync going in now. And of course, let's check out the split of this map here on the Battle of Kylo. Shawn, take it away.
So opening our map, they are going right off. We have two people from Sync going straight to Windmill to stop for any invasions. We have Fluid taking over Mansion. And I don't think they're going to invade. They're going to just push straight on towards mid. We have Helseth on blue team's catapult. We have Cade on red team's catapult. And let's take a look at mid.
Yeah, man, like going into mid, we do have both catapults functional, but checking out what Helseth is going to, that might have been his last Treb shot there, as he's being forced off by Vendetta, but check out that portal placement. Over here on the Trebuchet, he's going to be able to come back pretty much whenever he wants to. Vendetta realizes this, he's going to try and shove it down there with the spirits, with that short bow, able to get very fast shots off. Meanwhile at mid, though, we do have Da Vinci going in on Frelina. Zombify very low. He's going to come in anyways and try and get stuff done, but he might drop soon. He's at 9 health, 6, and there it is. He goes down, but he goes down right next to Da Vinci. Da Vinci gets stunned while he's rezzing him. He's not going to be able to get up through Felina's stomp, and there it is. The stomp goes off on to Zombify. Da Vinci is equally as low, but they don't. Denial doesn't have a single point yet. They might get this. Twerp gets he gets bassied there. Helseth coming in with that portal, using that to support his teammates and just pop in and out here. And really, Denial is able to get the kills they need, but they're not able to get that capture point. Finally, they do. That's Fluid getting that, Shawn, and that's a wrap, man.
Yeah, Twerp going down mid as well, so they're gonna be able to get stomped at. No one's here to contest the point. Vendetta actually coming in, but it might be a little too late. Nope, he is on the point, keeping it contested. Getting Da Vinci down so early was really great for them. But Cade just constantly barraging him with that catapult has actually been really good for Sync, as they've been able to just completely knock people off the point over and over.
Also, check out what Sync's doing. They're kind of putting way too much pressure on the mid, and that's forced their point off at home. Denchi able to backcap that very effectively, forcing Cade off the Treb to do some sort of work here. And I'd like to see Twerp go and get that far cap, or at least Cade. I think Cade's exactly going to do that here. As we go in with Cade, yeah, he's going to go towards that mansion. He's going to get that back cap. Has anyone from Denial noticed this, though?
It doesn't look like anyone's heading there immediately. Vanish might have been on his way, but he's actually bleeding out in the streets right now. He's probably kind of close to rezzing. No, he's actually just going to let himself die as his health was too low. So Sync might be able to get that full cap, but Cade looks like he's going to leave to help out mid instead.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a wise decision. He had only about less than a quarter left. That would have been just a little bit more income, even if he did get decapped, and his teammates are doing just fine here. But we do see that Twerp, I think, yep, Twerp is going up against Denchi and Hellseth over here on Windmill, Shawn. A 2v1 and a Warrior, and Mesmer on Spirit Ranger. How does this matchup go?
I'm too busy looking at Cade trying to just take out Vanish. Instead of capping Mansion, he goes to their spawn. He gets that stealth up with the black powder, and he waits for Vanish to pop out, instantly popping Basilisk Venom on him and trying to kill him.
You know, he's at full health. It wasn't very effective. He's going to pop that the Shadow Refuge on himself there, trying to get himself stealth. And, you know, Vanish able to do the same thing as to him. But Lord Hellseth over on the windmill point, knocked out there by Zombify and company. But we'll see if Zombify and Da Vinci can try and get him down. They need to pop some condies on him. There's a mark going on just for some more degeneration. And there is Da Vinci with the final stop. Denchi over on windmill, man. He's going to have a hard time with Zombify and Da Vinci here.
Yeah, Frey's coming up right back here though, and we've seen them being a fantastic combo. Denchi doing a ton of damage, and Freylina helping him out with the stability, with the other extra boons. So Denchi should be able to make quick work of Zombify if he can get that CC on him and just kind of go to work.
You know, I don't know exactly what Cade is trying to do here. I think he's targeting Hellseth and Vanish, who come off the respawn. He could have actually gone in on that point there, and he's going to let his teammate Vendetta do that. Now, Cade needs to come up and support real fast, or Vendetta's going to get just stroked off here, and he does so right there. And look at Vendetta go, man. He's got so low health, but he's able to regen through it, and he's going to be up and alive for just a little bit longer. He probably won't go down to Hellseth.
Yeah, trying to just kind of sit in that healing spring. He's able to damage Hellseth while he's kind of just sitting there, and he does get the kill, just cleaves his body down, barely surviving with that. Vanish trying to come in, but he gets knocked off, and now Vendetta's able to get that heal back by the time that Frey's able to get on point.
Yeah, Frey is on point with him, man, and well, he's got the cap off. Let's check out what's going on mid, though, because Red does not have a single capture point, and they haven't had one for a very long time. They're down 150 points and counting. It looks like Da Vinci finally got that point up there. He's relying on Twerp to stay on the point, but it's not something he should rely on. Oh my god, it's just a mistake there. They had that point for like 2 seconds, and then Fluid got the point decapped. Not a great decision there as they're trying to figure out what was going on. Meanwhile, over at Mansion, though, Shawn, Vendetta's still on point, Freylina is still on point, and Hellseth and Cade are going at it, but Cade drops and actually does get back up.
Yeah, Cade back up. He wants to get back in this fight. His health is really low. Probably going to wait for it to regen a little bit. He's able to get his heal off, putting that on cooldown. He almost has his Basilisk Venom back up, so he could proc his Lissa runes with that, get that Condi removal if he needs it, and he throws down the Shadow Refuge to try and get going.
That's right, the Shadow Refuge will help him out, but, you know, he just needs to get some more damage on Hellseth and deal with Freylina so they can start capping points here. That's what really matters. They're so far behind. I'm getting a little bit worried about Sync here coming into this final, because they could lose the entire tournament just on the few mistakes that they've made here in the mid and over on Mansion.
Yeah, Mansion's definitely, they're having some hard time with that. Denial's doing fantastic with both Frey and Hellseth just kind of holding that point down and really keeping it under control.
Yeah, it looks like Cade is down. Vendetta, though, he's been alive for a very long time. He needs some team support. Going back to the mid with Da Vinci, they're finally going to stomp out Fluid if he doesn't get the Spirit of Nature Renewal. Yep, that will go down. Meanwhile, they have to deal with Denchi and Freylina. Now Hellseth comes back as well. So I think that if Vendetta can get Vanish down, if he can get all these people down, they'll be fine. But of course, there's a Hellseth portal here. They're really getting outplayed by that maneuverability from Hellseth. Vanish pops the Shadow Refuge before he goes down, and that'll allow him to heal up just a little bit before maybe Vendetta figures out what's going on.
Yeah, he's almost at full health right here if Vendetta doesn't kill him. But we also have Hellseth down right next to him. If he's able to get both of these stomps, again, that's another 20 or 10 points going in the favor of Sync. I'm not sure, though, with Fluid coming in, he might be able to get Hellseth up right here.
Oh my god, Shawn, look at both side points. They're both capped for sync. This could start coming back here as they don't have a midpoint owner just yet. And we will see Vendetta. He's not able to quite get Helseth down, but maybe he'll get Vanish off, except he does have 2 people resing him, and he needs to get this person down. He needs to get him out because he's going to be in an off-number fight here. Not easy for now. Vendetta and Da Vinci here, as they need some support here, but they also need to keep this pressure that they've gotten mid to start coming back.
And that was amazing by Fluid. Fluid comes in, Vanish is down, Health is down, and Vendetta's just kind of sitting over their bodies, trying to keep them down. Fluid comes in, he's able to get both of them completely revived, and they're able to retreat towards safety.
Frelina getting that light wall, wave of light getting just knocking back Twerp. They were going to get him stomped, but they just forced him off. That's going to allow Saint to retake that 2 cap here. And Denial, we'll have to see what's going on with them as Helseth gets up. There's so many people down. It's Da Vinci down. It's Cade down. Twerp is actually in the mid. Vendetta is down as well. Zombify is here. He's the only one alive in Mansion for the side of Sync. And these kills, they can't really afford them. They need to stop wiping, and they need to start getting this defense up and keep Denial here. So as long as they have their home point, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, man, Denial doing fantastic. They're going to get this stomp on Vendetta. Sync was doing really, really good, and they still have the possibility to get back in the game. There's still 6.5 minutes left, but they are losing kind of all their points at once. Frey's going to get mid right here. Fluid's going to get Mansion. And even Windmill's getting pressured by both Helseth and Vanish right now.
Yeah, and Zombify's about to die out, which is exactly what he needs to do because he needs to get that respawn timer clicking. Because Vanish and everyone is over here. They have the portals. They have everything that they can play with here in the mid as well, so they can kind of get back to the mid, heal up, and keep it locked down. And the fight is now turned in the favor of Denial once again. They're up 308 to 190, just 110 points ahead. It's a pretty wide margin, but I think Sync can make it up if they put that work in.
Yeah, as a home point ranger, it's definitely scary to see what Tor just saw. A portal opening up, and both a warrior and a guardian stepping out to try and contest you. Thankfully, though, he is going to have some backup, as well Da Vinci, Zombify, and even Cade are around. Cade is actually going to take off and try and work towards mid, but at least there's an even fight here at Windmill now.
Yeah, you know, even if Cade's coming back a little bit, but we're going to see that Vendetta's trying to go off and get the back point here as well. Cade's dropped down. He needs to get supported here. Here comes Helseth with the stomp. We'll see if he can get, oh my god, no, the stomp will not go through. Luckily, Zombify is here to deal with him. Spirit of Nature Renewal is around here as well. They don't really want to waste that yet. It looks like Helseth is really close to being killed here. He's really down. He's got the stealth up, and Zombify is in the Death Shroud form. He's actually not that low. He can actually mark down Helseth if he gets a good hit on him. Frelina and Da Vinci, though, they're the only ones on point here, Shawn, and they need to get some support from their teams. Looks like Helseth has finally gotten dropped, though. Denshi here to support. He's going to try and go in for the heal. Will there be enough pressure from Sync, though, to get him killed? They really need it. They need K to do this. Yeah, there goes that that swirling, man. He's going to be able to get Denshi down as well. Denshi, he's going to get stomped by Cade if he doesn't stomp him there, and there it is. The stomp from Cade, the nuke going off on Denshi. This could be a beginning of momentum for them, but they've lost Windmill.
Yeah, Cade was actually able to get both Helseth and Denshi right there. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier again with the Glass Cannon Thieves. You're able to pop that steal on a warrior and get Whirlwind. You're going to do so much cleave damage, as you saw that crazy damage that Cade just put out right there.
Yeah, Sync is putting aggression exactly where they need to. Check out what Twerp is doing. They've got Cade running interference on Helseth and company, and they're going to get this cap, and they do get that. They're going to start coming back, but they've only got 100 points to work with on the side of Denial before they lose this game in the entire tournament. Helseth is down. Cade needs to get him. They need to keep someone on point there. Denshi's trying to get in on him, and Helseth, he's getting chased down. He's getting chunked down, rather, by pretty much all of the pets here. Cade is chasing down Denshi, and over on the opposite side of the map, Zombify's capping up Frelina. He's got him feared away, and he's going to be able to run interference as well. And in the mid, we have Vendetta, who's down. He's going to get stomped out. No, he gets interrupted by his pet there, and it looks like Da Vinci's going to get on point. So, oh my god, the Shield of Absorption at the clutchest moment. He's going to Resolute Healer as well. He'll be able to heal up Vendetta, no problem, and Sync, this is the beginning of a comeback.
Hopefully, there's 3.5 minutes left. Both teams picking up kills for another 5 points. Denial at 405, Sync a little bit further behind at 257. Sync, the only person with a point right now, if they're able to take down Fluid mid, and he does go down, if they're able to get the stomp, if Vanish isn't able to heal him, oh, actually that Spirit bringing Fluid right back up. He's going to be able to hold this point for a little longer, Sireph.
Yeah, he might just, but it looks like I think DaVinci's got a few tricks up his sleeve. He's in that sword shield. Of course, that flashing blade so effective on this map here. Spirit of Nature Renewal is still out here, and he's going to pop everyone back. There's just more and more ticks for the side of Sync here, but here comes some more. There's Helseth in the mid there. Meanwhile, we check out Vanish over here on Windmill. This is the point that Blue has Zombify and Cade going in on it, and it's worth noting that pretty much the only person over at Mansion is Twerp. So Zombify going to deal with Freylina with Cade here, and it's Vanish who's kind of left to the side here. They're occasionally getting some damage in on him and just trying to bleed him out. Yeah,
they're eventually going to get both those kills right there. Another 10 points for Sync. As well as that, they're going to be able to get this new right here. God. They're going to be able to take Denial's only capture point and get it for themselves. They're behind 130 points. Unfortunately for that, or fortunately I should say, Denial didn't have any capture points, but they actually did just get mid right here. Cade gets stomped out, DaVinci coming in, but a little bit too late.
Yep, Denchi not able to stop the cap there, but Zombie is having a little bit of trouble with him as he does kind of, he's really trying to run away from Denchi right now. Let's check out what's going on at mid. Actually, no, let's go to Mansion as we have Twerp, who's so far away from the point, and Vanish and Freylina are here. Twerp sneezes. Oh no, the line of warding goes out, and he's stunned Twerp. They could actually get him decap, but no, Twerp able to get on that point for Sync. No, it gets decapped last minute as he gets pushed off. Helseth coming in to come and support his teammates here, and it's just so much going on for Twerp. He can't really deal with it just yet. His pet is going to chase down Vanish far off point. He's going to come back and try and deal with Freylina and Helseth now. If we go to, actually, he might get some support from Vendetta here, Shawn.
Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too late unless he's able to pop his Spirit.
No.
It's actually on cooldown right now, so he's not going to be able to get that. Twerp getting stomped right here. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Denial only needs 38 points to close out this victory.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's too early to call it, but DaVinci and company need to get some kills in. They need to get a lot of kills in to get this back. They only have 60 seconds, about 65, 64 now, and I don't know if they can come back from this.
Yeah, Vendetta gonna go down here shortly. He actually popped his Spirit a little bit prematurely, so his Spirit is on cooldown. He's not gonna be able to res himself unless he waits about 20 seconds, but Helseth actually having to retreat for a little bit. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get this kill on Vendetta here.
I'm not sure either, Shawn. He did have that lightning reflexes. He popped it immediately off the cooldown. His other spirits are up as well, so he's going to be popping those out very soon. Vendetta is going to be, yeah, he's going to get down very soon here, and there it is.
His Spirit of Nature Renewal only had 1 second left on cooldown until he was able to res again. So close to being able to revive himself. But Denchi will be able to capture this point right here, getting them some point income. They're not really going to need it. They do have this game in the bag. Sync, unfortunately, will not be able to get enough points to win in the next 10 seconds.
That's right, Shawn. It's just a matter of time. Even if they do get a 3 cap, it's literally impossible for them to win this game. So I think that's the tournament, Shawn. That is Denial taking the entire thing.
Yeah, Helseth playing from that coffee shop absolutely worked out for him.
Yeah, man. Denial able to come through despite the time difference, despite the lag, winning 3-0.
And the fact that they haven't played in a tournament in quite some time.
That is, wow, it's a well-fought victory, Denial. Congratulations, you are tonight the champions of the MLG Guild Wars 2 Invitational. Of course, Sync, you guys will not be walking away empty-handed. Let's bring up that prize graphic and show them exactly what sort of things these guys are walking away with. Of course, Sync taking second place. They've won $125 in total of gems. That's 25 per person. And, well, Denial, $1,000 and a Guild Wars 2 SteelSeries Headset, mouse, and mousepad per player. That's amazing, man. Denial really dominant, able to take this entire tournament by storm, and it's been great.
Indeed it has. As we saw them there play in those grand finals, they obviously, as we could see, they were able to adapt their strategy. I said before that they might have had some trouble playing that just because of how strong a team fight Sync was fighting. But as we got more into that, Sync, especially in Game 2, looked like they were starting to get the control of the team under. Like, we saw that they were sort of forcing those mid-fights there on Legacy the Fofar in Game 2. They sort of lost control of that later on. And then in Game 3, they just really were having a hard time to holding on to them. And because of that, Helseth's team was just really able to move all over the map, and Sync, I just think we're having a lot of trouble keeping up with it, and because of that, they just overwhelmed them in the end.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Blue. They really were just in the wrong spot at the wrong times, and Denial with their little bit, I say, supreme mobility, they're able to just keep those back caps going.
Yeah, I think that those back caps were, that's the key to victory there, and also the ability to keep everything pretty much neutered when they needed to. We did see Sync almost mount an offensive comeback, though.
Sync had some excellent fights. We saw Cade jumping in after having gone across the map to get a decap. He would just jump right into fights and instantly gank people out quite a few times. Don't get me wrong, Sync had an excellent team fight. It was just Denial just really did a lot better job of moving around the map, having that mobility, and in the end, having the overall point advantage.
Overall, it was both Cade and Helseth in that last game. They were almost getting completely obliterated every time they'd go into a fight. I mean, Cade go into a fight and he would just get wrecked by Denshi just getting CC'd. And Helseth was having almost that same problem. If they didn't have invisibility up and they went into a fight and weren't able to escape, they would die almost every time. But when Helseth died, they at least still had Vanish to go ahead and make some backcaps.
And that extra damage definitely proved useful, as obviously we saw them take the win.
Yep, that 3-0 win, that's not a small feat. I do think that we do have a gem code winner real fast.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and throw that up here. The final gem code winner of the night is going to be at ActionAndy11. Congratulations, you're winning the gem code. But, you know, after this, we have something special. We have Helseth, the captain of Denial, ready to do an interview. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, guys. Just 1 minute. We're going to get Helseth on, and we're going to interview our champion, the captain of our champions, rather, and we'll be back right after this.